So season 24 of ECPE has been out for about a month now, and I've still yet to make a guide on how to get rich and how to get started. So I'm kind of going to combine the two into one video here. I'll start off with more beginner tips, and then as the video progresses, I'll get more and more advanced as we go. A lot of the stuff from my other videos on how to get started, how to get rich still do apply, but the meta is somewhat shifted a little bit. So I'm going to try to update you guys. Obviously, I'm not the best factions player, so obviously some of my tips may not be the best, but to my knowledge, I'm just trying to get a decent guide out there for people who don't exactly know the best ways on how to get rich, how to get started, and all of that stuff. Anyways, one other thing before we get started, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Once again, I'm trying my best to hit 10,000 subscribers. It's a grind, but if you do subscribe, thank you. Anyways, I think with that said, let's get into the video. So I am on my alt account, Papery Tadpole 15. It's been in other videos. It's got a rank, but we're not really going to be using any of the kits from the rank. Obviously, I haven't really been on the server at all on this, other than getting a couple of night vision potions, but that's pretty much it. So essentially, what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to give this account somewhere between an hour to 2 hours to just try to get as rich as possible. And I'll kind of walk you guys through all the steps. Obviously, I won't show all the boring, like, mining and all that stuff, but I'll try to summarize it up, make this video pretty short and concise on just best ways to get rich. I'll make sure I go through as much as I know about the server, and I've kind of got a list here going on like different ways to make money and different goals that we can have in mind. But if you're just joining the server, there's a couple of things I'd recommend doing. Now the first one is to do /vote. If you have not already voted, I will leave a link in the description of this video. You just go to a website, you enter your username, you just hit I agree to their terms or whatever, and then you enter in a CAPTCHA, and then all you do is you go on the server, you do /vote, and it should give you some decent rewards here. It gave me a vote key, 150 CE XP, and 12,000 coins, and then it's also got the chance to give a bonus award. Oh my gosh, I can't be accepting handouts. I gotta turn that off. Hold on. Receive coins from players. We're turning that off. I can't. I got 1.5 mil now. What do I do with that? Alright, so we're back to our 12,000 coins. We're chilling now. We got a master key, so we'll open that up. We got a Hephaestus kit. It's not the best. And then we also got our vote key here, which it gave me a silk touch pickaxe. You're not gonna really want to be using that yet. That's mostly just for mining spawners. I will throw that in my ender chest. I'll keep this kit just so I can actually start off with some diamond gear. And then apart from that, I don't know where I got them, but I also got 2 more master keys. So from those 2 keys, I got 2 forge notes. So those I'll be able to sell them later on in the video for some money to help me out. I'm not gonna really try to sell them right away, since obviously this is a how to get started, and I could just use the money from those to buy a really good pickaxe. But obviously, if you don't get any forge notes, you don't really have anything that you can sell for a ton of money. All I would recommend doing is just going to /wild a couple times, and if you see chests around you, open them up. Now what you're looking for in these is pickaxes. Ideally, you want them to have somewhere around efficiency 7 or 8, and then fortune 3, 4, or 5. In my opinion, that's probably the best like levels to get started with the pickaxe. Usually MD will have that, and people leave these pickaxes everywhere, so it shouldn't take too long to find one. Alright, so it's been a while, but I finally found it. So these are the enchants that an MD pickaxe has. Obviously, later on you can upgrade them if you need. But for the first little bit, all you're going to want to do is just start mining. I like to have a night vision on just for the video, but usually you won't really need it. You'll be able to see. And one thing, just to be safe, if you are mining in the wild, make sure you got some diamond armor on. You got a sword, you got a slime ball. And if you don't have a kit, you'll find this stuff all over in the wild. And from here, pretty much all you're doing is you're just mining. If you see ores, obviously you want to mine them. They're going to get you more loot. And just like that, we're already level 1. Now the other good news about this is someone just activated a 1.5 times level XP modifier. So this means I'll get 1.5 times the amount of XP that I usually get, which will help me level up quicker, which for this video is going to actually be really helpful. Anyways, I'm just going to do a whole bunch of mining here, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so it's been about a half hour since I started mining, and we're at 148,000 coins. And right here is all the different types of relics that we got. It's not as much as I was hoping, but it's a start at least. Now, as you're mining, you'll get the message popping up that your inventory is full, and whenever that happens, just hold all the different items in your inventory and do /sell all. That'll sell all my iron ore. This here will sell all my redstone. And you just do that as you go. And then whenever you need to, do /fix on your pickaxe if the durability is really low. It does cost a couple thousand coins to begin with, so I wouldn't really be too worried about it. Now, after you've been mining for a little bit, I would recommend going to spawn and just get your relics decrypting. It may not be a bunch and it may not take a ton of time. Now, since we don't really have too many coins, I'm not going to worry about doing any certain types of decryption. We're just going to do the free standard version. To my knowledge, it's not really the best actually adding certain decryptions to it. But in the meantime, this server did some sort of like key all event, so I've got 5 master keys here, and I just want to see what type of rewards I'll get. 150k is not bad. That just doubled how many coins I have total, so we'll take it. And we got a necromancer kit and a Hephaestus kit. Okay, I mean, those are going to be nice. They're going to help me be able to do some more PvP later on as well if I need to. All right, so now that all the relics have decrypted, just hit view decrypted relics and you'll see all the rewards that you got. So from this, we got pretty much 100k coins, 1300 CE XP, 51 mob coins, a couple crate keys, a couple of kits, and some player XP. Now, to actually claim these rewards, you just gotta run from there over to here to the mailman, hit your inbox, and I've also got a ton of level up rewards. First, we're gonna claim the relic decryption, grab these real quick, and then we're just gonna run through all these different level up rewards, just claiming them as we go. So now that we've claimed all our level rewards and all that, we're gonna go through these keys one more time and see if we got any more. We're just gonna kind of run through them. I've got actually a decent amount, so every little bit helps. Ideally, I can maybe get like a good kit or something from one of these. All right, so we basically got a whole bunch of kits, a couple more CE XP. For now, I'm just gonna place all these kits that we've collected in my ender chest. So what I would recommend doing is just get custom enchants, slide that bar all the way over to the right, and hit submit. From this, we got Royal 1, Extinguish 1, Auto Smelt, Lust, and Digger. Now, one other thing, if you have forge notes, you can actually sell them for a fairly good amount of money since they're a pretty common and popular item that people like to buy. And at this low of a level, I wouldn't be too worried about getting forge notes to upgrade stuff. I would recommend just selling them. Now, this here is 83%, so we're gonna sell it for 830,000. Usually that's kind of the going rule, is whatever percent it is how much it's gonna cost. I think just to be fair, I'm gonna put it at $7.99. We're just gonna do that. It's a little bit underpriced, but I want it to sell quicker. Now at this point, one thing I'd recommend looking for is Shione pickaxe, Chimera pickaxe, or Nemesis pickaxe. Those are the 3 pickaxes that will have Fortune 5 on them, which is what you'll need. So one thing I'm seeing on here is for a Shione kit, it's going to be about $1 million is what it's looking like. The issue is I only got 500k, so I seriously, I need to sell some stuff. I need to get some money. Otherwise, if you don't really have anything else to make money, I'd recommend just going to mine a little bit longer. And we are going to purchase that up real quick. This will give us a good pickaxe, so we can do a little bit more mining after this as well. And there it is. Fortune 5, Efficiency 8. That's pretty much the best pickaxe that you can get. And now with this pickaxe, we can actually really mine quick. So I'll pop on this slime ball effect just because it's got haste on it, which will also help me mine even quicker. But just keep in mind, this recording has been going on for about an hour now, and we're already at a Shione pickaxe. All right, so now we're kind of getting right into it here. But I just hit level 9, and there's actually a boss at Outpost. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of hits in on it. I don't know if I'll be able to do too much here. But even if I can get some hits in, I think I'll be able to get some rewards. Alright, so we got rewards. So it'll just say in chat if you get them. It'll just say you have new mail from server subject. Boss kill rewards. Now all we gotta do is just go /spawn and we can open it up, see what we got, and we were 7th, so that's actually really good in my opinion. We got 200,000 coins, 50 CE XP, this custom Echor Blood of Gods, a Zeus kit, and then some forge notes it looks like. Yeah, we got a 6% and an 85%. So I think with this 85, we're gonna auction it off for, we'll go $7.99 again, I'm thinking. I like to do them a little underpriced just so I can sell them quickly. Obviously, if you don't really care about selling it quickly, you're in no rush. Auction it at the full price, it'll sell still. Now there are pretty much just 2 main goals that you could be grinding for. One would just be getting wealth, focus purely on getting as many coins as possible and getting as rich as possible. The other would be focused more on getting good armor, good swords, more focused on PvP and specifically that type of idea. And most of the grinding methods are going to be similar between the two, but there's a couple that are specifically better for one versus the other. Now obviously for both, mining is good. It's a good starting way to get money, and even later on, if you can get really good pickaxes with good enchants, you'll be set. Mining will actually get you a ton of money. that way. Obviously, you can also fight bosses, and those are specifically going to be better for PvP as they give you forge notes, those ECPE Blood of Gods, which can be used to get custom enchants as well, and then obviously get custom enchant XP and all that. So in my opinion, it's more focused on a PvP based player. And kind of along the same lines, there's also Demigods, and pretty much Demigods are just a mini version of a boss, except it spawns in PvP and you can both kill the boss as well as other players. It's just a more chaotic version, but the good news is they can actually give you really good rewards. Now, apart from that, the other more advanced grinding techniques that are really going to get you a ton of money this season in particular, and obviously the meta could shift between seasons, but currently the two are either grinding melons or grinding blazes. Now, both have their pros and their cons. To grind melons, obviously you're going to need to set up a melon farm, and it's got to be pretty big so that you can farm it a lot and not have to just sit around waiting for it to regrow. Otherwise, you're not really making a whole bunch of money off of it. Once you get probably like a bedrock to sky limit, just 1 or 2 chunks big, you're gonna have a really good way of making money. And on screen, I'll kind of show what an example of a good melon farm looks like. Obviously, I don't have teleports to one on this account, and I really don't have the time to make one right now. And then the other good grinding method is blazes, but the issue with it is you need to be a pretty high level, and they're also really costly. So as you can see right here, level 28 was when you can initially sell blaze rods. My main account is level 28, but it took me so much time of just going through mining. So obviously both have their pros and cons. Blazes are also going to give you custom enchant XP, which can be used to get books, and you can make more money that way. They also give you mob coins, which you can also get pretty good rewards from the shop with that. Otherwise, if you choose to make a melon farm, you kind of have a couple of options. Either A, you could make your own, and that's good because no one's gonna have really access to it. Otherwise, you could join a faction and see if they actually have a melon farm. Now, one other kind of fun way to make money, it's not really the most efficient, is doing these quests that they give you. What is kind of nice though is these people can give really good rewards sometimes. So this one's okay. You gotta bring her 65 gold ingots and 29 cobblestone, and you get 1900 CE XP. But then this one right here, you have to bring her 76 gold ingots and some cobblestone, and it gives you 731 mob coins, which in my opinion is actually really good. So I would kind of check in on these, especially if you're trying to get something from the mob coin shop, because these things can give you tons of mob coins and they're super overpowered in that way. Anyways, apart from that, we're just gonna kind of keep trying to get rich. We got these decrypted now, so we got 400 XP, more coins, more CE XP. Now, one thing interesting, I got a 1.5 times relic chance modifier. And obviously, I don't know if I really like need that, since it's a server modifier. It's not personal for me. I'll see if anyone wants it, and then if no one does, I'll probably end up just using it here. We also got a 62% forge note. We're gonna put it up for 599,000. Now, one thing with this pickaxe, and I don't have enough custom enchant XP yet to get this, but I would recommend upgrading your unbreaking level to 5, as well as getting mending on it, since when you get mending, if you mine XP, it'll actually fix the pickaxe for you, which is really nice, especially if you don't have free fix, which once again, that's another reason to mine your ores when you are mining in the wild. Now, at this point, I think the other thing I want to try to focus on is actually getting into a faction. Obviously, it's faction, so we got to try to get into someone's faction. This dude in chat was kind of saying he's looking for an active PvPer. I'm not a PvPer, but I can say I am, and I can kind of be decent, so I'll just say yes. Okay, so I have been invited, so I'm gonna do /F accept. And guys, I am now in a faction. Their goal is to get 1,000 STR. I don't know if I can really help them with that, especially considering they have 20. Papery, remember me. Ain't no way someone actually remembers this account from the faction. They can't expose my identity. So it looks like they got F warp set up. So this is actually a really cool faction. They've got a grinder. I'm hoping they've got a axe though, since I do not. Ideally, I want Atlas, I believe, and I do not see anything that's Atlas. But this is a huge melon farm. I really like this. Uh-oh, guys, I think they're onto me. Guys, I think they know it's me. This wasn't the intended result, guys. I just came here to join the faction. But obviously, melon farms are going to be a little bit better if they're... This one's kind of not in the best of shape because it's got a lot of stuff missing. I want to go up to a level where there's not too much stuff that's been mined. But just looking here, we got almost just over 3 stacks. If we do /sell all, 279k. So obviously, melons are super overpowered. They sell for a ton of coins. Alright, so we've got close to a full inventory of melons. I just want to see how much this sells for. It better be a lot. It honestly took me maybe like less than 10 minutes or so to get this. We got 1.6 mil from that. 1.6 mil. So by doing this, you could get close to about 10 mil an hour, which is super overpowered. And obviously this doesn't have any of those custom like melon enchants or whatever. With that, it would probably be even more than this. Guys, all I'm saying, melons are super overpowered. Anyways, I think that's pretty much all I've got. We went in about 2 hours. That's how long this recording is. We went from having nothing to having a G-pick, an Atlas axe. We're already in a faction with a really good melon farm and super nice people. We got a couple of forge notes, relic, chance modifier, a decent amount of kits if we do choose to go PvP later. Honestly, guys, I'm really happy with the progress that we made in this video. If you want to see a part 2 to this, let me know down in the comments below. If you do have any other good video ideas, please let me know. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.